folks, JD here, and today we've got this, the Hubsan Zino. So I've been a little bit hot and cold about this, but I thought when Banggood had their sale a little while ago and they were offering money, a lot of money off this, and they had a promo on at the same time. So the retail of this is like £485, minus 100 is 385, minus the promotion they had. I had this for 279, I think it was. Very, very cheap considering what this is and what it's got to offer. So I thought for the price I would give it a shot and see exactly how I get on. So I wasn't willing to spend $4 on it, but I was willing to spend the amount that I did on it. So as you open it up, it's beautiful on the inside. You've got, it's nice, I've got the carry case model. So you pull out the carry case from the inside. You've got a couple of little things down the side here that you've got to take out as well. So just be sure to do that. Now, this video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to spend a bit of time looking at this. So this is not going to be a flight test as well as the unboxing. This is going to be just the unboxing. The flight test is going to come tomorrow. Just because I think this is going to run over by quite a bit. And I don't want this video to be too long for you guys to consume. So here is the Hubsan. This is the bag, first of all. Look at this. Really nice. It's got a nice little, on the side here, it's got a nice little Hubsan logo on the side there as well. You've got a couple of things. We'll go through it, we'll have a little look and we'll see what we've got in total. What is that? That is a little pin inside there, transmitter upgrades. So it's got to keep that safe. So as you unzip and you open up this sort of faux leather bag, this is what you've got on the inside. This is the Hubsan Zino. So you take that out. Wow, that is a lot heavier than I was expecting. And then we'll come back to the rest of it in a short while. So first of all, let us get our beady eyes on this. Right, straight off the bat, even before I've taken off anything, this is a lot heavier than I was expecting. So the battery is connected in the back of it here. So let's give it a weigh and let's see what its flying weight is. This is going to be heavy. It's coming in at 722 grams. That is ridiculously heavy. So yeah, and it feels it as well. So let's just take these little bits off here and let's see what we've got. So if we just take off the propeller guards there, the little sort of cardboard propeller guards. There we are. They just come off and just rip off. They're nice and simple without even damaging the quad. There's what we have. So there's the front of it. Obviously this is your guard over your 3-axis gimbal. If I was to just open her out, oh, that's a nice motion. So again, there's no sort of buttons to lock and unlock, but it's got a very definite click, and I appreciate that a lot. So once again, you open out the front first, and then you open out the back propeller arms. And this is what you're left with. A really, really large quad. An insanely large quad. Look at this. Right, okay. Let us start off, as we always do, at the front of the quadcopter and work our way around. So as you take off your quadcopter camera gimbal guard, you have your 3-axis gimbal here to the front. So this particular gimbal and camera, let's have a look. So where is the lens on this? Oh, it's around the other way, is it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, that was totally out of focus. But the camera lens is behind, so it's motorized. I was just showing you that it is actually in there, and it's not here, but it's right tucked up at the back. Now, this particular quad has got a lot of features on it. It is sort of going after the hobbyist sort of market, and sort of merely trying to straddle the professional market as well. So let's start off with the camera. The camera is Ultra HD in 4K. Obviously we have a 3-axis gimbal here as well for those super steady flights. It is motorized, just to let you know. Video resolution when recorded is 3840 by 2160 at 30 frames a second. The aperture of the lens is 2.2. Micro SD card class 10, which fits in the side here, and they recommend up to 64 gigabytes being your maximum there. Your image processor is the Ambarella A12. It's nice they've actually included what processor is actually being used. Video format comes out as MP4 and the picture format comes out as JPEG. That's not too bad. It doesn't say whether it records in RAW, so I'm pretty sure it doesn't. So as a consequence, you just have JPEG. The working temperature of this whole quad is from 0 to 40 degrees Celsius. Right, so that's the camera all taken care of at the front here. Looks quite nice. Obviously, I would recommend you use this cover just because the 3-axis gimbal, as you can see yourself, looks quite fragile. So I would be very careful with that. At the front, then, you have this massive bulkhead. absolutely huge. And then working your way towards the back, you have this Hubsan Zino logo. I like that. And then you have your on and off button towards the back. Let me just twist the quad a little bit so you can see better. So there's your on and off button directly at the back here. And then leading off from the back, you have your battery. And this thing is an absolute beast. It's an 11.4 volts, 3000 milliamp hour battery, giving you a flight time of approximately 23 minutes after a charge of 180 minutes. That is incredible. And that's a weighty piece. And then as you can see on the inside here, you just have your port and your connectors there, just that your battery fits into to give the quad some life. And also, a strange thing, look, it's almost as if they were thinking of weight reduction, because they've taken the bottom bit out here. So quite literally, the battery bottom bit here, when you slide it in, that doubles up as the bottom of the quad. I don't know if I like that. I think it's quite original. And it certainly would have reduced a little bit of weight, if only a couple of grams. But still, at a quad that's coming in at 722, that couple of grams is quite appreciated. And then you've got here at the back and at the front, you've got your landing sprigs. Now, these are foam. No, they're not. They're rubber. And they are connected directly into the quad. They are quite squishy. They have got a little bit of play with them there. We'll have to see how useful they're going to be. I would have actually liked to have seen some proper plastic legs. Now, we do have plastic landing sprigs to the front, if I turn this around. Oh, wow, this thing is big. If I turn this around, so let's have a little look. So here's your plastic landing sprig here at the front, with a nice little rubber bottom there. It is really thick, really solid, and oh, look at that. It's mounted really well, mounted directly onto the bottom of the motor housing here, which just comes off the propeller arm. Now, this particular motor, as we're in this area anyway, let's have a look. Metal covered brushless motor. These motors, as I say, they are brushless. And it is quite a large motor. I think it's coming in 1806, maybe wrong, maybe 1960, but it is quite a large motor inside there. I have seen that mentioned once, and then everywhere else it just says it's brushless, and that's it. So that's pretty much all you're going to get out of it. If I find out from anywhere else, I'll put a little information in the video there. So then you have these little plastic propellers then. Either side, they feel quite thick, they feel quite sturdy, they feel quite nice. You've got a couple of screws here, so you just check those, just make sure they are all done up nice and tight before your first flight. So this is the quad from the side. You've also got a micro USB port here as well for charging the battery. I don't think on the battery, let's have a quick look of this LiPo. It doesn't look to be any USB ports whatsoever, which there certainly are not. So that is exactly how you charge. You plug the battery in and you charge directly off the micro USB port here. Now what I'm going to do, because this is quite a large quad and I'm limited for space, I am actually going to collapse these arms a little bit. If you just bear with me for a second there, folks. Just going to collapse the back of them just so that I can actually... because this quad opens out to be quite a size. It really does. And it's really quite nice. I like the look of it. I like the build quality of it. The build quality feels quite nice. Now, with the legs closed, you can't put back on the lens cover. So let's open those legs again, and let's try and put those in there until we get a definite click from both sides. And then let's close the legs again. There we go, until our camera is nicely encased in there. What I would recommend, same as DJI, and yes, I've fallen for it before, if you've seen some of my DJI videos, if you leave this on when you power it on, the camera is going to have a horrible time and you may damage the motor. So before you turn on the quad, make sure to remove this. Very important indeed. So that is the Hubsan Zino. A couple of other things about it as well. This has got a top speed of 60 kilometers an hour. That is not slow. That is not slow at all. That is beautiful though. I'm liking the look of it. I did not expect it to A, feel as heavy as this, and B, feel as well made as this. I honestly thought that there was going to be, I don't know, it's going to be really thin plastic. It feels quite nice. You can see the lines here and the moulding are really nicely done. There's no gaps. It's just nicely moulded. I'm liking that a lot. I really am. Okay, I may have to alter my current perceptions of the Zino. Yeah, I think that's really nice. Let's see what it's like when it flies. Oh, that's the big test. So there's the quad. Very, very nice indeed. So what else do we get in this bag? So let's have a quick little look. So then you get your manual. We'll come back to that in a minute. And then it should be, if you lift up this bottom bit of felt here, then you get all the other gubbins. So you have your transmitter. Then you also have your balance charger for your battery. There we go. That's quite nice. Ah, good. The second battery pack. I did buy the 2 battery pack. They come in 1, 2 and 3. as this particular option. I decided to go for the 2 option. And then you've got a load of other cables here as well. Look at all these. USB cable, micro USB cables. You've got cables to connect to your Android phone, cables to connect to a USB-C, cables to connect to micro USB, and just for a thing, they haven't given you an iPhone one. Oh well, that's okay. But they've given you a load of other stuff. Micro USB cables here. That's an in-car charger for a cigarette lighter. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, actually no, I tell a lie, look. They've even given you an iPhone charger. So you've got an iPhone connection, you've got your lightning connection, you've got your USB-C, and you've got your micro USB. Perfect. Nicely thought out, Hubsan. And then right at the bottom, you've got another 11.4 volt, 3000 milliamp hour battery there. Perfect. So let's put those there. And that now means that the bag is totally empty. Okay, let's brush everything to one side. I'm kind of filling up my space here quite a lot. So we've seen the cables, so we haven't got to see those again. Let's move those to one side. You had a quick little look at the balance charger. This is it in a bit more detail. So that's quite nice there. One side is for your DC connection. Other side then is for your 11.4 volts. So it's a 3S battery. There we are. Beautiful. I think that'll do the job. And then we come on to the very important... Wow, this feels a weight as well. Very important part, which is your transmitter. Okay, so first impressions of the transmitter are that, once again, like the quad, this is very heavy. What the hell weight is this? Now, I'm sorry, this is going to be slightly off camera. But the full weight of that, wow, 291 grams for a transmitter. Now, obviously, the battery is inbuilt. Can you get access to the battery, I wonder? Doesn't look like. Or maybe via these screws. But I wouldn't worry about that too much. So let's have a quick little look and see. So you've got 2 little buttons that you can push down on the transmitter there. You've got a couple of buttons at the bottom, return to home, on and off, and auto takeoff, auto landing. You've got sport mode, which is to the right, and you've got normal mode, which is to the left. Automatically, it was in sport mode. We're going to have to try that. I'm guessing that anything other than sport is going to be less than 60 kilometers an hour, and then sport is going to initialize the full power of those brushless motors and give you a proper sport 60 kilometers an hour. Look, antennas, perfect, not fake. Yay! At last. I goddamn hate fake antennas. There we go. So on the left shoulder button you've got take photo, on the right shoulder button you've got take video, and then you've got a little dial here as well, which I'm guessing is for the camera. I would say it's for the camera, for your gimbal, so you can move the camera around. I love those wheels. Those wheels work wonders, and they're very easy to use as well. You haven't got to be faffing around, taking your hands off anything, trying to click buttons. You just roll the wheel. Very, very nice indeed. Okay, now we come down to the FPV part. So this is where you pop your phone. So your phone just goes in the bottom there. As easy as that. This uses the X Hubsan app. Now, as for charging this, where is... there we go, look, that's our little charger. So, as you can see, this is cut out ready so that you can use whatever cable suits you. So, you can plug in your cable to here, and then you can lock the cable in, and then it trails down, so then it plugs into your phone there. Really, really nice. So, you're getting the best amplification for your video. You're also charging your phone as well, so your phone isn't going to die, because your phone is an integral part of using this quadcopter. I like that. I like that a hell of a lot. I think that is a brilliant feature, and it's one that DJI have been using for years, but it's nice to see another company actually taking that on board, as well as Parrot, because Parrot do that also. And here's just a couple of specs about it as well. Now, the battery inside here is a 3.7 volt 2600 milliamp hour battery. Takes about an hour to charge and gives you best part of 5 to 6 hours of use. Now that is nice. I like that. Multiple flights on one charge. You can't go wrong for that at all. So if you've got 6 or 7 of these batteries, you can ensure your transmitter on one charge is going to see them all through. Brilliant. Okay, so that's the transmitter. The action feels quite nice as well. The buttons feel quite solid. You can only push them to within a couple of millimetres of the click. You can't push them past that. I like this. I think that's quite nice as well. Wow, this is really looking to be quite a premium grade quadcopter, to be honest. It feels nice. The build quality is nice of the quad, same as the transmitter, and having the extra battery as well is just going to be brilliant. So all in all, you have your bag, which is slightly out of shot. You have all of your gubbins, all of your cables. You have your 3 different cables for your different phones, whether it be Android or iOS. you've got those there. You've got your micro USB cable there for charging your battery, should you not want to charge it off the balance charger, but charge it directly from the quad. In all honesty, use the balance charger. And then, of course, you've got your balance charger lead here, but it doesn't come with a British adapter, but that's okay. I've got quite a few. So that is everything that you get. So this, all in all, is going to be, well, I'm hoping it's going to be quite nice, because the package so far, you can't fault this. You get everything that you could ever want within a quadcopter package. So I'm hoping now, that's all I'm hoping, is that this calibrates correctly and it flies nicely and we can use some of the features. That's the next protocol. So tomorrow, my friends, join me when we're going to be taking this out, seeing how everything comes together and seeing exactly how good this works. I'm hoping it's going to work very well. Thank you ever so much for watching and listening, my friends. I've been JD, you've been fantastic as always. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Hello and welcome to all the new subscribers. I hope you're enjoying the channel. So until next time, my friends, happy flying.